Yeah, Artem.
Hi.
How do you make sure? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly. It's Artem.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. No, you tell me. How do you pronounce it?
Artem.
Artem. Okay.
Artem.
Cool.
Yeah.
Welcome to the project.
Yeah. Thank you. I
Are you,
hope.
I was trying to figure it out. Are you in Russia?
Yeah.
Nice. What part of Russia do you live? What part of Russia do you live in?
The very south, near Black Sea, Sochi, near Sochi.
Sochi. That's where they have the Olympics, yeah?
Once again, please.
Hold one second.
Winter Olympic Games in 2014.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of. I was just making sure that I wasn't being silly.
Yeah, that's correct.
Very cool.
What about you? Where are you from?
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. Mm-hmm. What time is it for you? What time is it for you now?
It's let me see, 8:30 p.m.
PM. Okay, so you're 7 hours ahead of us. Okay, very good.
Yeah. And you, what time is it?
1:30 Eastern time.
1:30 Eastern time. Okay, so it's noon. Yes.
Yeah, close to noon. Yeah.
Close to noon.
So
okay.
About time for lunch.
Yeah. For me, it's almost time for dinner.
I know. I was gonna say. Well, that's still a very late dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, Amber.
Of work.
Yeah.
Hey,
oh, yeah. Me too. What do you from your website? It looks like you have a consulting company. Is that right? Or what does your company do?
My company.
Mm-hmm.
We are developers. I work in a company. We are developing websites, applications, PHP, Python, Java, JavaScript, and so on. C, C++. My stack is mainly PHP, mainly Laravel, but I have different projects.
Very cool.
Yeah. I very like this project.
Project. It's cool. We're hoping to continue the momentum, continue pushing it forward.
Okay, I drafted a pull request yesterday.
I saw the metrics.
Concerning
the metrics
yeah,
API
concerning
one.
the metrics. Would you please check if I'm on the right way? If there are anything?
Yeah, I was planning on reviewing it tonight.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, work is busy. Amber, are your coworkers coming?
I thought so. Well, not Kyle. He's on vacation, but I think he's gonna come.
Cool.
There he is.
Ah, perfect timing. Hey, Fami.
Hello.
Good morning. Good, how are you?
Morning. Good. That's good.
All right, I think
Cat's already taken a midday nap behind you.
Oh yeah, Oscar, the little jerk.
Yeah, I only say that because mine's running around because he's in hyperplay mode right now. Just sprinting around my apartment.
The funny thing is, we did a renovation on this room, and he loves to sit in the closet, like above this is my desk. And he'll like jump up into the closet above my desk, and then he'll either start snoring, or when I'm on a video call, he'll jump down onto my keyboard, and it's really nice.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's sad. It is. All right. Well, I think this is all the people that I'm expecting here today, so we can get going on our discussion. Artem, for reference, what we usually do in this meeting is we talk about open pull requests and the initiatives that people will have. So we can talk about yours shortly, and then we'll talk about things that people are planning on working on in the next week. So over the last week, we've had a couple of pull requests merged. We've had, let's see, we had, let me pull it back up. We had Artem added one for a span context generating method, which was great. Thank you for contributing that. That was really, really nice. I updated the GitHub Actions badge because I realized it was still pointing at the old Travis Young instance. Ben added one for Zipkin exporters, and then Artem also added a sampling result, which was really nice, that Boolean flag. I'm really glad that we have that. In the pipeline, what we have now, Fami, I think you said you were working on some metrics pieces, and Artem, you stepped out the metrics API, and you submitted that yesterday. So Fami, do you want to talk about what you were working on, and then Artem, you can talk about what you were working
on? Yeah, so I have the meter interface ticket. Yeah, I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, as this is like my first contribution, I'm like just trying to understand the spec and looking at some of the other projects as reference as well. But I do see the PR that Artem added that has some of the stuff that I have, just like the template. Yeah, I might just wait for that one to be merged and then just add the stuff that I have on top of that.
Okay.
So we're not duplicating some efforts.
All right, that sounds good. I'm planning on reviewing Artem's, like I said, either later this evening or early tomorrow morning. So after that, I think Artem, I think you have to, is there anything else that you want, are there any other considerations that you want to make before we talk about this? I know it's still in draft.
Yes, well, I took your draft for metrics and used it.
Okay, cool.
So I don't think there will be huge differences.
Okay.
With what Mohammed is doing. The next step I want to take is to create Prometheus config for Docker. And then example, there will. Never mind. My English can get awkward sometimes.
No, it's fine. It's actually very good. It's difficult to talk in your non-native language for sure, but PHP is your native language, so that's good.
Yeah. I think my PHP is better than my English, that's for sure.
That's so I will review Artem's metrics API tonight. If you change that from draft to pull request, Artem, I'll be able to review it and merge it if I don't see any problems. And then
okay,
Fahmi,
one second.
Yeah, and then Fahmi, you said you want to base the work that you're doing off of that, so that we don't have merge conflicts, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because I basically have the same stuff that he has in there, copying like the template that you had. So at least those pieces are exactly the same. So rather just rebase and put what I have on top of that. Yeah,
I don't blame you. That's always very annoying. So
actually,
then,
actually, I have a question. Can I reference JavaScript implementation? As far as I can see, JavaScript is far, well, it's more stable. It has more functionality, yes? And so I can use it as a reference, yes?
So in previous pull requests, I've used all sorts of different languages to try and get like the basic baseline.
Yes.
And then I like build PHP idioms on top of those. The spec can get very, for lack of a better word, yucky. So it's tough to read, it's tough to implement. But you can also I've also found it to be very helpful if I'm looking for a particular implementation of like a metric or whatever, to look at another language that I'm familiar with. I wrote a book on Go, so I'm very familiar with Go, so I read that implementation frequently. And another nice thing to do is use the blame for another language to see the pull request like it's open, because a lot of times there's really good explanations of why the author did something in the other language. And us being pretty far behind with PHP actually offers a lot of positive things like that. You can say like, why did they choose to do it this way? Why did you choose to do this? A lot of the declarative languages follow a lot of the same patterns too. Like the Python implementation is relatively good to look through. JavaScript, like you mentioned. Any of these are, I think they are a very good baseline to start with.
Okay. Well, I think it will take me about maybe several days, maybe up to the end of the week. I think I'll finish this Prometheus stuff by the weekend, I hope. And I'll take the next if no one.
That sounds great. Are you are you going to do that in a separate PR, or are you going to add to this one?
I think it's going to be a separate one.
Good. Okay. Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
And I think that metrics is pretty much the same as this span things. Yes, span.
They do have a lot of a lot of similarity. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. No more questions.
All right. Well, then, if there's no more questions at all, Fahmi, do you have any more questions for your implementation or anything you wanted to go through?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. All right. Well, I will review this metrics API and merge it. And how do you want me to let you know when that's merged, Fahmi? Should I just Git or message you or email you or something?
No, I'll just keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no need. Yeah. Thanks, though.
That sounds good. All right. We'll talk to you all next week.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.